Let me tell you, movies about satanic panic, they warm my soul.
Eat your heart out, 50 Shades. Now in We Summon the Darkness, a group of friends decide they're going to go to a heavy metal concert despite the fact that there's a satanic cult going around killing people. But once they get there and they have the best time of their lives, they realize they might have just run into that cult and now have to fight for their lives. Now look, every year I go to these film festivals and there's always one film that I'm like, thank God I saw that before the trailer came out. And I have to say, thank God I saw We Summon the Darkness before the trailer came out. Because I had an absolute blast with this film. And I love the fact that I went into this film as blindly as possible. All I knew is it involved Alexandra Daddario going to heavy metal concerts and having to fight for her life. That's it. That's all I knew. And honestly, that's pretty much all that I want you guys to know going into this film. Because I had a blast with this movie. Granted, it's the kind of film that I love. So if you love films like The Babysitter, better watch out. But like, I wish they would have toned down a little bit on the comedy and a little bit more on the horror, then I have a film for you. This movie is extremely fun. Yes, there is some comedy, and yes, I thought the comedy worked really well, but I like just how insanely entertaining this movie was. It was a blast to watch. I think I saw this movie on day 3 or 4 of Fantastic Fest at the midnight hour, and the fact that it kept me engaged throughout says a lot about the film. And the actors are having a blast in this film, but in my opinion, it's Alexandra Daddario, who you've seen in 1,000 movies. She's hard to miss with those beautiful piercing blue eyes. She excels in this film. She is eating up every moment. She's so enjoyable to watch in this film. The screenplay, in my opinion, is actually really well done. It comes from the guy who wrote Bury the X, which I thought was okay, but this is a more rounded and entertaining film. And if you like that film, I think you will like this film as well. Trying my hardest to not spoil anything, but there are definitely some turns and some twists in this film that change the film and go in different directions. And I love a good, fun, entertaining, twisty movie. Films like The Babysitter and Better Watch Out. That I really felt like this movie was made for me. This is the kind of movie that unfortunately thrives on streaming services, but I'm glad that I got to see this with a crowd in a packed theater because it was extremely entertaining watching this film in that regard. Overall, We Summon the Darkness is a hyper entertaining, energetic film that features some really fun performances, the knockout being Alexandra Daddario. There's some great kills, some entertaining mayhem ensuing, and if you're a big fan of films like Better Watch Out and The Babysitter and Satanic Panic, then you definitely need to put We Summon the Darkness high on your watch list. As the score goes, I'm going to give We Summon the Darkness a 4 out of 5. So you guys, there you have it. I can't wait to watch this movie again. This is the kind of film that I find myself putting on more times than I'd like to admit. I had a blast with this movie. And until next time, I'm Slash Movier, and you guys have just been slashed.